Turtles have to be one of the most ancient creatures on the planet, surviving well over 220 million years. Today, their conservation has become a major priority as pollution and climate change due to mankind's actions have impacted their environment and ultimate survival. One place you can see them is here at WA's incredible AQWA, a giant aquarium that's playing a major role in research and conservation programs. And Jess McLaughlin is the head of the AQWA Turtle Rehab Program. So who have we got here?
This is Rhonda, our olive ridley sea turtle.
Olive ridley sea turtle. Now, I've heard of lots of different types of turtles before, not olive ridley.
Yeah, so it's actually our first olive ridley turtle we've ever had in our rehab program, so it's really quite special.
Is she the only one you've currently got in the rehab program here?
No, we have 17 other little baby hatchlings.
The turtles in the rehab program area are all pretty friendly little creatures, and Jess tells me that 17 is the most they've ever had at one time in the rehabilitation program. While some have come in with sore heads, others have even more obvious problems to deal with.
So Barney got his name because he actually had a barnacle stuck under his flipper.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it had the barnacle caused a fungal infection under his flipper, so instead of that infection actually spreading throughout the rest of his body, they chose to amputate that flipper off.
So what's the biggest challenge for turtles surviving in the world, considering there's things like pollution and so on impacting their environments?
We've got fishing line, plastic bags and boat collisions.
Yeah.
So one of their favourite foods are actually jellyfish, and if you put a jellyfish in a plastic bag in the water together, they actually look quite light. So yeah, definitely avoiding putting that in our ocean.
So I suppose the long-term goal, really from a conservation point of view, is to release these guys back into the wild, right?
Yeah, definitely, and surprisingly only in a couple of weeks' time actually, so we're really looking forward to getting these little guys back out into the wild. They'll actually fly first class back up to Exmouth on an aeroplane and then be released into the ocean there where it's nice and warm.
Telling your charges apart in a turtle rehab program can be fairly tricky, which is why these guys all have a little bit of colour.
As you can see, each turtle has a different colour on their shell, so we've actually given them all names, and on the board over there you can actually try and find some yourself.
Okay.
And it just brings a bit more of a personal relationship between them and the turtles, and then you can follow their journey from when they first get here, then when they're released as well, if you follow our social media pages. This
is a great example of the brilliant work that the team here at AQWA do when it comes to conservation, the preservation of our beautiful marine environment. The ability to interact with beautiful creatures like Barney here, well, I reckon that takes us from being tourists to being conservationists.